Can I help you find your voice? Let me help you find your voice.
Here we give this animated speech, and Toastmasters is the best place for everyone, which it is. But I want to maybe do more of a Q&A type of a situation for people who may be unfamiliar with Toastmasters, unfamiliar with the programs in Toastmasters that are available, and maybe unfamiliar with what do we do here? What is it all about? Is this the only Toastmasters club in the world? Can I join other clubs? Questions like that. You heard a little bit about me in my bio. I have no idea about you guys. Tell me a little bit about this club. I will ask, club president is Alexis. Tell me a little bit about the club. If you could describe the club in 3 words, what would those 3 words be? We could share. Plenty of room for us all.
In 3 words, dynamic, family, supportive.
Dynamic, family, and supportive. Woo! You guys are a pretty quiet bunch. I don't know if we have to keep our voices down here, but usually in Toastmasters, we are loud and we clap a lot. Are you guys usually this quiet and calm? Okay, well, I'll keep it there. I'm usually here, but I'll come down here a little bit. Dynamic, supportive family. Dynamic, supportive family. How old is this club?
It is 10 years old.
Oh, nice. So you got a little maturity. You got a little skin in the game here. Who has never been to a Toastmasters meeting before today? Oh, nice. So you're a guest? Guest? Guest. Excellent.
And he's a guest too.
Oh, Aki? Okay, nice to see you. Do you all have any questions in general that you have not been answered, that have not been answered about Toastmasters so far?
No, I think I attended the previous one online, so this is the first time I've been in person, and I feel like I've just gotten the sort of agenda down pat, so I know what to expect.
All right, well, I'm gonna quiz you then. When it comes to Toastmasters, what are the 2 things we primarily focus on? That's for anybody, not just the guests. And? Close. I'm so glad I'm here. Yes. Public speaking and leadership. Those are the 2 things we primarily focus on. At Toastmasters, people usually think it's all about public speaking. We're gonna be great speakers. We're gonna be better, more effective communicators. Absolutely, but we focus on leadership just as much as we focus on public speaking. I've been a member of this organization for 15 years. That is a long time, and I know about the culture. I know about the benefits, and I've benefited greatly, but I'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. What are the core values of Toastmasters? There are 4. What are the core values? Close. We have 4 core values. Now, I used to use the acronym RISE, but that is out of order. So it's IRSE. IRSE. Integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Those are the core values of Toastmasters International. We have about, I want to say over 150,000 members in over 149 countries. Every club, every country, every continent, we stand on those core values. Integrity, respect, service, and excellence. We focus on public speaking and we focus on leadership. There's also something called the Toastmasters Promise. And when you become a member, you will take the Toastmasters Promise. Does anyone know maybe one of those? It's a long paragraph of a bunch of things. And Vicki, I don't know if you could pull it up and share your screen. I don't know if that's possible, but there's the Toastmasters Promise.
Sometimes we do that before we do our Toastmasters.
Absolutely.
We do the promise.
Absolutely.
And Alexis actually reads it, or one of us reads it after that.
Let's do that. If we can pull it up, let's read it, Alexis, if we can pull it up.
I just gave Vicki sharing rights.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you. 1 second, please.
Sure. While she's pulling it up, the reason why I'm sharing this information is because oftentimes we get into this organization, but we don't know the foundations. We don't know the fundamentals. We don't know the structure. We don't know much about the order. We are very in the box of whatever the culture of our meetings are. But as you probably know, each meeting has the same structure of pie, prepared, impromptu, and evaluations, but every Toastmasters club is different. However, we're all going to stand for these core values. We're all going to stand for these Toastmasters promises, and everywhere you go, you can kind of get the same thing. But when you join an organization, you need to know what it's all about so that you can understand what you're signing up for and understand what's expected of you and what you can expect from the organization. So let's just read a few. I see it pulled up, yes. Let's just read a few. Somebody want to read the first one?
To attend club meetings regularly.
To attend club meetings regularly. That means it is your promise that you will attend club meetings on a regular basis. Not when you feel like it, not when you want to, but on a regular basis. Somebody read the one that says to maintain.
To maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities.
Absolutely. That means we keep those standards high. That means we are ethical. That means we are morally sound. That means we conduct ourselves the right way in every Toastmasters meeting. And finally, somebody read the one that says to serve.
To serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so.
If you are unfamiliar with those club officer roles, I would get familiar, because when you join this organization, we expect you to step up as an officer when called upon to do so. That means after Alexis serves twice, which I'm sure she probably will, then let's not expect her to keep serving over and over and over. Let's help our Toastmasters. Let's be leaders in this organization. So I want you guys to, when you have a spare moment, just look over those promises. That 7 minutes went by very quickly. I usually have like 20, but 7 is good. Homework is going to be to read the Toastmasters promise. Homework is going to be for you to memorize the core values. Homework is for you to visit another club, not to join another club, but just to see what other clubs are doing. Of course, this is your home club. I belong to Post Oak Toastmasters in Houston, even though I'm in LA, but I'm gonna visit other clubs to get ideas, to bring newness to the family, to keep it dynamic. As I close, what I gained from joining Toastmasters 15 years ago was the opportunity to be a competitive speaker. Anybody competing this year? What? Oh. Well, there's the International Speech Contest is going on right now. In 2018, I was able to outlast about 30,000 people to gain the title of World Champion of Public Speaking. That took me all over the world representing this organization. That gives me a title that I am proud of to empower other speakers. And in the benevolent theme of Women's History Month that's coming up, in 2018, that was the first time that 3 women had won first, second, and third place. So a lot of history was made that year. That is the public speaking track. That was my gift from and to Toastmasters. However, if competitive speaking is not your thing, you can go all the way from club president to the international president of this organization. There's also something called a DTM. What's a DTM?
Distinguished Toastmaster.
And what is that?
Someone who's fulfilled a lot of the goals of Toastmasters and has gone through pathways.
Absolutely. You can just keep flipping the pages. I'm gonna use my world championship title, and I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. I'm gonna get out of here, I promise, because we do value time. A DTM is like the PhD of Toastmasters. It's the highest level of education that you can reach. So maybe the competitive speaking is not for you. Maybe you want to be more of that leadership role. I would go for the DTM. You have to complete 2 paths and a couple of projects. Easy, simple. Also, there's what's called the accredited speaker program. Any aspiring professional speakers in the house? Okay, well, I see Vicky raised her hand. In the event that you want to do more professional speaking, there's the accredited speaker program. And pathways, we know there are 6 paths now. Everyone should be signed up for their pathway, and your VPE can give you a little bit more information about that. But what I came here to tell you guys is to make sure you get more out of this organization than what's in this room. Make sure everything on the Toastmasters.org website you are taking advantage of. Make sure you are networking. Make sure you are getting in as much as you can and getting out. Want to learn more about public speaking, do a little bit of coaching with me, do some of my programs, wonderful. Would love to have you, and that is outside of Toastmasters, so it's not free. But, but if you would like to work together one-on-one to get a little bit more information on speaking, that's great. Thank you so much. Have taken up too much of your time already. My apologies, but I hope you guys enjoy this experience and fully immerse yourself in the Toastmasters culture. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, do we shake hands or do we fist bump or? Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Your voice, your voice, your voice, your voice. Can I help you find your voice? Let me help you find your voice.